In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, the word revenge is known synonymously in the Star Wars lore because Return of the Jedi was actually called Revenge of the Jedi. That changed when George Lucas had a change of mind and heart when he said a Jedi never goes for revenge. So revenge we thought would never be used, but later on, in May of 2005, when Star Wars Episode 3 came out, revenge was used in the title, and now we have Revenge of the Sith. This is the final installment in the Star Wars prequel trilogy and the third chronological in the chapter order of the Skywalker saga, which tells the story of a young Anakin Skywalker who later becomes Darth Vader. Now, this is what a Star Wars movie is. I absolutely loved Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Not many do like it. It's very hard to say how a third movie, or the sixth movie in the franchise for that matter, is because it's really lackluster. Now, Attack of the Clones was not that good of a film. It was slow in story. The action was the only good thing about it. The directing of George Lucas and what he did wasn't as prominent as what you think a Star Wars movie should be. Now, Revenge of the Sith. We're waiting because we, in so many long years, close to 15 plus, 18 plus years, we finally get to see Darth Vader return on screen. James Earl Jones returns to voice the character that made him famous and synonymous. And we see the transgression of how also Palpatine becomes Darth Sidious, and how he just, Anakin just goes to the dark side. He does some brutal, astronomical shit in this. And I'm not going to say what he does, because if you've seen the movie, you know what he does. The lightsaber fight scene between Obi-Wan and Anakin is up there with one of the best. Is it lackluster? No, it's not, because you know what happens in the progression of where these characters are at the time. For the time, in 2005, when this movie came out, the CGI was still a little bit wonky. We couldn't get those clear, crisp images of what's happening or not. But it was done in a way where it felt like it was overexposed at times. But George Lucas, knowing what George Lucas knows about Star Wars, he directed a great, great movie. He also wrote a great movie. Seeing the transgression of these characters up until now is great. And the lead-in to Episode 4, for that matter, or, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, also adds up really well. We didn't know what would happen with these stories, but now with all these Star Wars shows and movies that are happening, the spin-off movies, how everything connects, it works really, really well. Now, on May 27, 2022, Obi-Wan Kenobi, a miniseries on Disney Plus, is coming out with Ewan McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is set 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that story. And I do want to say that not only that, but Samuel L. Jackson was really, really good as Mace Windu with the purple lightsaber, how everything happens. It was the talk of the movies. We see the characters of Luke and Leia being born, and when Padme, names them, and then all of a sudden Palpatine saying to Anakin, no, you killed Padme because of your anger, just triggers it more. But we know deep down Darth Vader has that loving side to him, but it's the aggression of what Palpatine and Darth Sidious have done to him that made him go to the dark side. He is strong with the Force, but it's a Force where it's really, really tough to handle. Darth Vader is probably the most powerful Sith Lord in a very, very long time, and it shows in this film, even if we get a glimpse of him at the end of it. This movie was really good. It wasn't, that disappointing. We had The Phantom Menace, which started that story. The Attack of the Clones, which was lackluster. But Revenge of the Sith closed it out in a perfect way where we understood what was going to happen, especially with Episode 4, A New Hope. But then we got Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which was the basis and the intercut to connect Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, and then A New Hope. There are so many ways to watch the Star Wars Skywalker saga, between the release order, the chapter order, the machete order, which takes out the Phantom Menace, and just, you just watch everything else from there. But it's different. George Lucas wrote a better movie than he directed with Revenge of the Sith. With Phantom Menace, he directed a better movie than he wrote it, and with Attack of the Clones, he didn't really do both as well. I really enjoyed this, and The film's dialogue was different because it felt choppy at times, but I do want to say Hayden Christensen's performance as Anakin in this, when he just becomes total, Sith, was really, really great. For me, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? Did you like the aspect of how you saw the entire Anakin story come together? Or do you think there should have been more to it? Even though 4, 5, and 6 are the stories of Luke and Leia. Let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked. And I'll see you guys in the next review video. And be sure you tune in to my next Star Wars review of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, right here.